everyone, and welcome to Out of Home How to Accelerate. I'm Edith DeSanti, SPD Area APAC Mayor, Out of Home. Today, supported by Anja Weitengruber, Key Account Manager Food Service Germany, Yvette Fossum, VP Convenience US, Out of Home Italy, and Food Service France. Okay, let's see today's agenda of Out of Home How to Accelerate. We will start with what is out-of-home channel and why it's relevant for Ferrero. We will then see how Ferrero further developed the out-of-home channel. To then focus on execution and the good practices from the market I've just mentioned. And we will close the journey with the key takeaways. Let me go and start first of all with what is out-of-home channel. It's a macro channel containing several sub-channels. Here I would like to take you through some of the examples. So we start from full service restaurant, so traditional style restaurants, convenience, also quick service restaurants such as McDonald's or Burger King, petrol station, ice cream shop that could be independent or chains such as Häagen-Dazs, Baskin-Robbins, for instance, similarly to bar cafes, but also vending machines. And cash and carry addressed to professional, so B2B clients. Leisure and entertainment. This is an example of cinemas, as you can see, but we're talking also about health club, amusement parks, just to mention a few, and kiosks, where you can buy, for example, also magazines or tobacco. But more broadly, where shopper buys our product to consume them away from home for immediate or on-the-go consumption. Let me recommend to learn more on the out-of-home channel hierarchy on out-of-home channel foundation knowledge guide. You can find it going to your learnings, Ferrero University, and typing knowledge guide. But let me review together with you why is out-of-home so relevant for Ferrero. Because for Kantar share of stomach, it's a huge opportunity representing 41% of the total food and beverage value worldwide. It is a fast-growing channel, and it's an opportunity we cannot miss and we want to capture. And there are also two other key benefits. The first one is related to profitability. Ferrero single packs have a better profitability versus the average, because there are generally low or no promo support. And remember that inside our home channel, we have the food service range with the premium pricing strategy, according to which the food service range has to have a higher index versus the commercial reference, justified by the set of services and solutions addressed to professionals. Let me invite you to deep dive on premium pricing strategy in a previous knowledge guide because it's a very, very relevant point. Second key benefit is related to brand. In fact, out-of-home drive trial of Orange with the new consumers, increasing frequency and loyalty, supports the brand awareness, and reinforced positive emotional bonding. Think about purchasing a single pack just before going to pick up your kids from school, or purchasing a single pack before watching your favorite movie at the cinema. It's very relevant. But let's now go to the action and understand and see together how Ferrero will further develop the out-of-home channel. Starting from a clear understanding of the market, we need to understand the local out-of-home channel universe. Similarly to what we've done with the food service views and the 7 steps to reach the independent, in which HoReCa sub-channel was sized, here we're talking about a much broader scale You've seen only a few examples of all the sub-channels that are part of the out-of-home channel. Then you need to understand what is Ferraro current presence in this universe in order to be able to set a clear target and the next steps. And now we go a step deeper, because out of the whole out-of-home channel, we have to size sub-channel by sub-channel. The aim is really to identify the highest potential one, and that is going to be our priority. Why is so important to deep dive on each sub-channel? Because you've seen just a few examples, but you know how diverse they are one from another. Each one of them requiring a specific strategy. Here in out-of-home, one fits all is not applicable. And this is very important also from the next stage, which is the portfolio. So given the diversity of the channel, we have to make sure that we have the most effective portfolio to crack that specific target sub-channel. We are here to support you in identifying the master SKUs for the target sub-channel. But we also invite you to leverage on your current expertise. If it's in HoReCa, then we should start from that to add also the single packs, for instance, or vice versa, and drive single packs and food service range. We will see in a bit more about this point. But of course, how to reach the target sub-channel? We need the right business partner. Should this be numerical distribution? Shall we be talking about the need of a geographical coverage, maybe a specialized distributor to reach a specific target sub-channel, or even as a specialized distributor with some specific assets or capabilities, such as chef or in-house kitchen, for instance. And this takes us to the most important phase of all, which is execution, with the ultimate objective to be at every possible touchpoint and stand out, be visible. Now it's time for action, and that's why today we will focus on execution. And the good news is that we now have a range through which we can target every sub-channel. Have a look at the arch. In the arch, you can see that together with our core single packs, we now have ice cream, better for you, fresh bakery, and even from food service range, we have core SKU, but the latest addition, cartridge and dispenser ecosystem. Above the arch, the main sub-channels, and you see how, of course, market by market variance, but there are just very few of them, like full service restaurant or vending and others, in which the addressable SKU is more specific, such as food service range for full service restaurants and single packs for vending. But for the rest, the key to maximize business opportunity here is the combination of the two, is the synergy between food service range and single packs that could be applicable to sub-channels. Let's take, for instance, the example of leisure and entertainment with cinema. We could associate immediately with single packs, but should not be limited to that, because if there is a food and beverage preparation area, we have to be there with the food service range as well. But now, talking about execution, let's have some examples from the market, starting with Bar and Cafe in Italy. So Italy has identified 15 must-have SKUs in out-of-home. The deployment of permanent materials such as 28,000 dispensers, generating a performance uplift of 22%. 35,000 expo frame next to checkout counter, generating a performance uplift of 32%. Combinations between single range and food service range. Now we will go to bakeries in Germany. Another sub-channel, another example of interesting activities linked to work that has been done on the market assessment, highlighting how bakery is a major out-of-home sub-channel for Germany. And from here, the target. We're talking about 40,000 bakeries with 5,000 headquarters. And Germany had to set up a plan to reach that sub-channel, going in specific fair, creating leaflets, working with grossists, specialized distributor and their sales force, working on visibility kits. And the result is extremely interesting. And I let you look at it together with Anya.
Good morning from Germany. Just another day in the morning at a bakery store. Let's check it out. Oh, and what do I see here? Wonderful. That means something good is inside. Let's go. My favorite crapple. I love them. Oh, I definitely will get one. So, good morning. One crapple with Nutella, please. And what do I see here? Latte macchiato with Nutella. Great, I'm gonna take one too. And one latte macchiato with Nutella, please. Oh, I see. They also have the dispenser. Wonderful.
Ist leer, null. Also ich habe den Zettel 5,20 €.
Great, thank you so much. Let's have a seat. So, well, I would say, what a perfect way to start the day. Thank you. And how do you like it?
Perfecto, it's our bestseller.
Thank you.
So here we've seen food services SKUs, bulk SKU, but also dispenser. We're seeing bakery items, but also coffee specialties, such as latte macchiato with Nutella. We've seen the visibility kit, and the project spread on over 2,000 bakeries and reaching 2 million of products sold between bakeries and coffee specialties. Now, we move to a different kind of execution. We reach another completely diverse channel. This is the fascinating world of out-of-home. We are now going to convenience store in the US, and I leave the stage to Yvette.
Hi everyone, I'm Yvette Fossum, the Vice President of Convenience Stores within the US. I've been working with Ferrera for over 4 years now and have over 10 years of convenience store experience. I am really excited to share with you our latest convenience and food service partnership program with Circle K. The program will run now until March 5th in over 6,400 locations. The program will deliver approximately 1,300 quintals. The gross margin will average approximately 47%. There will be a take rate of approximately 40%. And more importantly, the program will deliver estimated retail sales of over $3 million. The program is a true collaboration between food service and mainstream chocolate. The program supports a Butterfinger double chocolate brownie, a peanut buttery Butterfinger cookie, and a Butterfinger hot chocolate. The offer focuses on buying any 2 king-size bars for $4, which includes Butterfinger, Baby Ruth, crunch, and 100-gram share size. The merchandising support showcases a customized 234-count share size display and includes not only the promotional offer, but the food service items on the header card. In addition, we've invested over $175,000 to support extensive POS in-store, which includes beverage tags, counter decals, bakery tags, shelf talkers, napkin dispensers, and lift support. Lift support is the advertising that pops up when you're checking out at the register. Also, there's been significant PR support from our two prominent convenience publications, which are NACS and Convenience Store News. Lastly, we will evaluate this program and we'll be discussing additional opportunities with Circle K at our Sweets and Snacks conference in May. I really appreciate you allowing me to share the details around this program. Ciao.
So here we see a program related to convenience with the collaboration of the food service team. We're talking about a coverage of 6,500 locations across the US and two different activations. So we have a push for the single packs, but also a bundle between single packs and food service preparation. So cookies and hot chocolate. So here the point is to get an inspiration also to apply such promotion in different convenience store, in different chain, using other brands as well, as Nutella, for example. Now we explore the execution in a hotel with France. What you will see is an example of activation of a dispenser in a breakfast room of Accor. Accor is a #1 hotel chain in Europe. It's a #1 hotel chain in France. We're talking about 1,500 plus locations in France. And our colleagues, food service team, have been working since long term with the chain, previously with the fitting gown, and then for sustainability issue, they started to deploy the dispenser to grant business continuity. And they've already reached around 440 dispensers. Let's see the activation in one of the Accor hotels.
She comes with a master plan, and I'm starting to lose control. Here she comes to this trasher man, and I'm ready to chase it all when she...
Great. And now we stay in the hotel. And we see together why is an opportunity relevant, worth to deep dive in. Hotel is really a small universe in itself. It's a macro sub-channel composed by different sub-channels. We can visualize the hotel as a kind of a cupboard, and the different outlets are the drawers. Our objective is really to enter in each addressable drawers with our single packs or food service range. And the opportunity is vast. Let me take you through a kind of a virtual tour in a hotel. Starting from the check-in counter, which or single range could be there to welcome guests, adults or kids. Then we proceed to the room, and we can be there as a room amenity, but also in the mini bars. The evening we go to the restaurant. The restaurant is exactly the same channel we've seen in the beginning, so we go for the Nutella food service range. Market by market variants, but we can also find mini markets in the hotel. And this is the mini convenience. And we have to be there with our single packs and better for you. In the morning, we go to the breakfast room and we've seen the implementation of the dispenser from our colleagues in France. Perfect fit. But in the hotel, we can also find meeting rooms, and we can be there with our single packs. In some of the geographies, we even have kids club, and this image is self-explanatory. We should be there as well. And then bakery. Let's remind Anya's tour in Germany. We can apply the same kind of project in the bakery inside of the hotel. And therefore, bakery items, there is also a coffee machine when proposing our coffee specialties with Nutella. Beautiful lobby bar, which will be perfect for our dispenser. And bakery, dessert, but also coffee specialties with Nutella. Some of the hotel, we even have beach clubs, which we could be there also with our ice cream. And we close with a turn down service and a beautiful Ferrero Rocher on our pillow. So what does all this mean? That hotel offers multiple consumption occasions. That with our range, we can cover each of the possible outlets you can find in hotel in all the different geographies. And more importantly, there is a huge concrete business opportunity. According to Euromonitor, we have 500,000 hotels worldwide. Multiply this occasional consumption by all the tourists that visit hotels around the world now. And that's why we should focus on hotel more and more. But similarly, also from a consumer point of view, we are constantly and daily exposed to a multitude of consumption occasions. From the moment in which the alarm clock rings to bedtime, we come across all these channels. We start with a breakfast before coming to work. We stop at the petrol station, and we've seen also the example of convenience that could be applicable to petrol that she was took us through. Then we reach the office, we have the vending machine. We can stop at the gym, and again, we have the vending machine. When we can have the better for you, but not limited to that. We go to the canteen, of course we find our food service range, and we can stop to the bakery. Maybe just before picking up our kids from school, we bring them a croissant or something. Then we organize a cinema night, and we have seen the potential of the cinema. Remember, there are even countries in which you have a menu at the cinema. Not only a preparation area, but there is a menu, and we can be there with our food service range as well. So then close with a nice pizza all together. So what does this path, this journey I briefly took you through mean for us? Concretely, it means that as we come across all these opportunities, but these are just some examples, we have to leverage every checkout opportunity. We have to target each in-store food and beverage preparation area. And leverage every impulse purchase opportunity. We are literally surrounded by a multitude of consumption occasions. What we have to do is critically start or continue to identify and capture them. So before I leave you, I want to invite you to take today's content as a stimulus to look at out-of-home channel with a fresh set of eyes and really work on implementing the following points. Do try a combination of single pack and food service range to leverage at most the out-of-home opportunity. Remember the art, remember the synergy that will fully allow us to exploit this channel. But also unlock the full potential of the target sub-channel. We've seen the specificity of each sub-channel, and therefore we need to go in depth. One doesn't fit all is not applicable, remember, and also the hotel example. We go in depth. And don't limit yourself in identifying and exploiting every consumption moment of the day. You can count on us, our own team, to support you in this exciting journey to accelerate in out-of-home channel starting from today. Special thanks to the country that were with me today in this knowledge Python, specifically to Germany, Italy, US, and France for the contribution, to you for attending the meeting, and for all the colleagues that made this presentation possible. Let me remind you the next session of Knowledge Bytes. It will happen January 25th. It will be Winning in Traditional Trade with Daniel Ripley. Thank you and goodbye.